So what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and we've got a special Christmas video for you. Yeah, this is probably going to end up being a staple on the channel. I've done it before. I'm going to do it again. We're about ready to have a die-hard Christmas. What are we waiting for? Let's go.
Oh, I've checked my list, and guess what? You're on the nice list, right after you subscribe to Jeffman316.
So what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Hopefully you guys are having a good Christmas holiday, and we're going to do a special video related to Christmas. And this one, I'm not talking about Christmas Vacation, even though that's a staple. I got my Clark Griswold hat on. I got my Clark Griswold jersey. It says Griswold in the back. I got my man Art here. Yeah, back in the day at Ollie's, I got this set here, and it does say a Die Hard Christmas gift set. I got it for $5, and it comes with a book and a cool little John McClane plushie there. But yeah, I got the Die Hard Christmas book, and we're basically going to have our rendition of 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, Die Hard style. So if you're a fan of the channel and you've been watching me for any length of time, you know that I consider Die Hard to be a Christmas movie. One of the reasons why is you can have different genre of Christmas movies. You can have romantic movies, romantic comedies, horror movies. If you can have all that, why can't you have an action movie that's like Die Hard as a Christmas movie? There's a lot about Die Hard that's a Christmas movie. So with that being said, watch my other videos after this one where I dive deep into that. And I'm not going to do it again. Some of these videos are old. I've been talking about it on the channel for a while. But yeah, I've always considered Die Hard a Christmas movie. So what are we waiting for? Let's get into this. A Die Hard Christmas, the illustrated holiday classic, written by Doogie Horner, not Doogie Howser, Doogie Horner, illustrated by J.J. Harrison. And I will show you some of the pictures as we go. So settle down, cozy up to the fire, get under the Christmas tree, bundle up, whatever you want to do. Put your onesie on, your footies, and let's talk a Die Hard Christmas. So are you guys ready? What are we waiting for? Let's go. 'Twas the night before Christmas, and up in the tower, everyone was partying, except one wallflower, and that's John McClane. John McClane missed his wife. Things just weren't the same since Holly had moved west and changed her last name, Miss Gennaro. He tried to win her back, but she still said no, while unbeknownst to them, there was trouble below. A truck had pulled up, and who should disembark but 14 men whose intentions were dark. You know who that is, right? It's Hans and his men. It's getting exciting. I know the story, but it's still awesome. They spoke not a word and unloaded big crates. They cut the phone lines and locked all the gates. Carl swept the ground floor, shooting every guard dead, while visions of bearer bonds danced in his head. Oh man, there's a little violence there. We don't want to show that to the kiddies. It's getting exciting, though. What's next? John took off his shoes, making fists with his toes. It actually worked. Well, what do you know? The guy on the plane told him that at the beginning. When out in the lobby there arose such a clatter, he sprung to the door to see what was the matter. He's peeking through the door. When what to his wondering eye should appear, holy crap, there are terrorists here. John hid under the table where no one could see and watched Hans Gruber question Mr. Takagi. I'm going to count to 3. There will not be a 4. Give me the codes to open the vault door. There he is right there. John's under the table. I don't know the codes, so go ahead and shoot. Okay, said Hans Gruber, and ruined Takagi's suit. He ruined more than his suit. Look, John's all upset. Look right there. John tried to call the cops by pulling an alarm, but instead called the bad guys who tried to cause him harm. Here's one of the Christmas parts. But John killed Tony, who had very small feet, and sent him to the terrace as a Yuletide treat. He put a Santa hat on the German, and eyes all aglow, wrote, "Now I have a machine gun. Ho, ho, ho." Carl was furious. Tony was his brother. He chased John across the roof, and they shot at each other. John was able to escape through the ventilation shafts. "Come out to the coast," he sighed. "We'll have a few laughs." That's the classic picture of him in the ventilation shaft. Oh, it's getting exciting. Here's where he meets Sergeant Powell. At Nakatomi Tower, Sergeant Powell appeared. He checked the whole lobby and saw nothing weird. He was pulling away, but didn't get far before Marco landed on the hood of his car. Powell drove away backwards, screaming in fright. "Welcome to the party, pal," John yelled with delight. One of the classic lines. More police arrived, the FBI and a SWAT team, but Hans didn't mind. It was all part of his scheme. The damn Hans. More rapid than eagles, his henchmen they came, and he radioed and shouted and called them by name. Now Eddie, now James, now Franco, now Yuli, on Fritz and on Carl, hair long and unruly. They shot the SWAT tank with a surface-to-air missile and knocked it away like the down of a thistle. Now John McClane was angry indeed. He blew up 2 terrorists and called them jerkweed. Ellis told Hans, "Bubby, I'm your white knight." Hans shot him dead, giving the hostages a fright. Hans went to go check on the explosives fuse and saw that John wasn't wearing any shoes. John fled from Carl and Hans, but alas, he had to run barefoot over sharp broken glass. Ouch! His feet, how they hurt, his soles oh so bloody. John crawled to the bathroom and called his good buddy. You know who that is, right? John was weary and ready to throw in the towel until he got a pep talk from Sergeant Al Powell. Powell was chubby and plump, a right jolly old cop, and he trusted the cowboy in the tattered tank top. It's getting down to the wire, boys and girls. But a reporter was probing into McClane's life and revealed that Holly was actually John's wife. Shame on that guy. Hans quickly flipped over the gold picture frame. "It's a pleasure to meet you, Mrs. McClane." Oh, look at her. She's looking all flustered. What's John going to do? His clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. John staggered to the roof, bloody and barefoot. The explosives were wired to the rooftop with care in hopes that the hostages soon would be there. John warned everyone the roof would soon blow as the chopper strafed him with high-powered ammo. Around his waist he tied a fire hose tight and, screaming an oath, jumped into the night. He dangled in the air and gritted his teeth while flames encircled the tower like a reef. Here we come. Whew, you guys ready? Fiercely fighting his way back inside, John yelled out, "Hans!" He was done trying to hide. He limped to the vault like an old man on crutches, only to find Holly in his filthy clutches. John smart though. John dropped his gun, put his hands on his head. It seemed he and Holly soon would be dead. But with a secret gun taped to his back, John shot Hans in a surprise attack. Oh my God. You guys know what happens next. I'm so flustered I can barely open the book. Whew. Can't turn the page. Hans fell out the window still holding Holly's arm and slowly, deliberately raised his firearm. The tenacious villain held on by his nails till John unhooked Holly's watch and said, "Happy trails." Bear bonds fluttered like fresh fallen snow as Holly embraced her blood-splattered beau. So Merry Christmas to all, be kind to one another, and most of all, yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. I had to say it. It's in the book. Sorry. And that's the end, boys and girls. You do get some pictures of some of the other cast members here in the back. Argyle's up there in the corner. And then here's the back cover if you guys want to see it. Man, that was awesome. We knew what was going to happen, and it was still an awesome book. So, yeah, Die Hard, it is a Christmas movie. Watch my videos to let you know why I think it is, and hopefully you enjoyed this, and maybe we'll do it again next year. Same Die Hard time, same Jeffman316 channel. So hopefully you guys are having a Merry Christmas. If you don't celebrate Christmas, at least Happy Holidays, and I hope you guys are doing well. So until next time, boys and girls, this has been Jeffman316. I'm your pop culture reporter signing out saying, you guys be safe out there, and Die Hard is a Christmas movie. Yes, it is.